Of course, they start mowing the grass outside right when I sit down to film a little video for you. Hello, my name is Jacqueline. I am a private jet flight attendant. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I am breaking down a corporate flight attendant job post for you. A lot of the questions in my comment section or in my inbox are about the flight attendant job, how you get a flight attendant job, what kind of training you need to become a corporate flight attendant, and so on. Earlier this week, I did come across a job posting for a corporate flight attendant, and I thought I would sit down with you, explain everything listed in the job post, and hopefully this helps you get on the right track to getting your dream job as a corporate flight attendant. All right, so what I did was just take a bunch of different screenshots about the job description, and I guess I'm just gonna sit, read, and then share my point of view. All right, so this particular aviation company is looking for a full-time flight attendant to join a Part 91 operation. In my opinion, the best type of operation. The ideal candidate will be a team player that is flexible and willing to take on additional responsibilities to provide a superior level of service to passengers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you've watched my vlogs before, this will be something that you've heard a million times, but if you are new here, I think it's important to say a corporate flight attendant's duty are much different than a commercial flight attendant's duties. On our layovers, we need to source catering. We might need to plan for a special event that's happening on board the private jet. We become the interior designer, the chef, the cleaner, the dishwasher. We are just basically everything that keeps a private jet running. I always joke, we do it all except for fly the airplane. And really, that's not even a joke. We really do it all. A lot of people don't realize that the responsibility for private jet flight attendants are so much different than commercial flight attendants. I had 5 years experience of being a flight attendant under my belt before I came to the corporate side, and I didn't even know that the job was different. So yeah, you need to know how to cook or plate food, source catering, keep clients happy, mix a drink, and everything else I covered. All right, getting back into the job post. Culinary experience and a passion for food required. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean you need to be a Michelin star chef, but you do need to have a few good meals under your belt. Also, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being able to order catering from a company or picking up food from a restaurant and just plating it in a fancy style, the way a 5-star restaurant would plate food. So if you don't know how to cook food, you should at least know how to plate food. Moving on, this position provides an exceptional level of professional services to ensure the safety and comfort of passengers on board. Greet passengers, explain the uses of safety equipment, serve food, and serve beverages. So that in a nutshell is kind of like an abridged version of corporate flight attendant duties. Moving on in the job post. Again, it touches on providing a high level of service to our clients, explaining safety equipment, because at the end of the day, the #1 job of a flight attendant, either corporate or commercial, is safety. You direct passengers in the event of an emergency, and later on in the video, I will get all into what schools you should go to get your training to become a corporate flight attendant. You verify first aid kits and other emergency equipment are operating. Secure the cabin for takeoff. You need to know how to use an AED, provide first aid, do CPR. Also, reassure passengers when situations such as turbulence are encountered. And I keep looking up. I feel like my camera might be losing focus. So if you see my eyes dart that way, I'm just checking the monitor to make sure that I'm still in focus for you while I'm chatting. All right, assist passengers with disembarking or entering the aircraft, determine special needs of small children, elderly, or disabled passengers, check to ensure that food, beverages, blankets and bedding, reading materials, emergency equipment, and so on are all on board the aircraft in adequate supply and ready to go for passenger use. Here's a big one. Shop for any or all items that passengers have specially requested to be on board their flight. Again, we fly clients to bachelor parties, birthday trips, anniversary trips, and a festive cabin is a fun cabin. You're a party planner, you're an interior designer, you should decorate, and you're shopping on your own time. You're shopping on your downtime, either on a layover or in between flights. So your downtime is not necessarily actually your downtime. All right, here's one of the most important sections of this entire job post. Required qualifications and certifications. Knowledge of federal aviation regulations, or FARs. First aid training certification. 5+ years of experience as a corporate flight attendant. If you don't have 5 years, I don't think that should hold you back from applying for the job. If you're someone who's trainable and hungry and you want this, definitely go for it. Don't let that number stop you. Just come in with a very strong resume and determination to succeed. All right, this is the part that I want to highlight. I know you can't read it off of my phone, but this is what is required in this job post and most job posts that I see. Flight attendant specific training from flight safety or FACS is preferred. One of the frustrating things that I have found on YouTube is when someone watches my video and they say, oh, I know you said I should go to Air Care FACS or flight safety for training, but what about this school? Don't do that. I am telling you, go to Air Care FACS or flight safety for training and leave it at that. Here is an actual job post requesting you to have training from either one of those schools. That is what companies are looking for. That is what hiring managers are looking for. That is probably the best level of training that you can get to become a corporate flight attendant. And yes, it is expensive. I am fully aware of that. But if you want this job, you have to invest in yourself. So please don't say, I know you said this, but, because I said it for a reason. I've chatted with many guys and many girls who have attended other flight attendant trainings, and they let me know, I wish I would have came across your video sooner. I went to XYZ school, couldn't get a job, and had to pay again for training to get certified through flight safety or Air Care FACS, and it wasn't until I did that training that I found a job. Why didn't I know this 6 months sooner? And that sucks, because those other trainings are also expensive, and unfortunately they're just not what most companies are looking for. I have it in print right here, and I spent a lot of time on that, but the number of messages I see like that are just excessive. Moving on to more qualifications and skills. You must be tech savvy, you need flexibility and patience. College degrees are preferred, not required, and you must have excellent interpersonal and customer service skills. Of course, if you speak any foreign languages, that is going to be a plus. Something else that's really important is the ability to manage a constantly changing schedule and the availability to fly on short notice. Airplanes don't wait for anybody. If we have a client and they're paying really a small fortune to charter a private jet to go somewhere, you need to be ready and you need to have an airplane ready to provide an excellent experience for these clients. Let that lawnmower go by. A few more important items is the ability to travel unrestricted worldwide. In these unprecedented times, that probably means you need to be vaccinated because a lot of countries won't let you enter if you don't provide proof of vaccination. Also, there are some countries who won't let you enter if you have a DUI or DWAI, and I did a whole video on this. I will link it here and down below for you if you have further questions regarding that. You also need to be able to deploy for up to 16 consecutive days. You need to know how to use all of the galley equipment. Listed on this job post, there are physical requirements. So you do need to have 20/20 vision or vision that is correctable to 20/20 with glasses or contact lenses. You also need to be able to speak clearly and hear well enough to communicate. Communication between pilots and flight attendants is so important for safety reasons, obviously, but you also want to be able to communicate with your clients on board as well. You have to be able to stand or walk for up to 14 hours a day, and trust me, you will have many days that exceed 14 hours on your feet. Also, you need to climb, stoop, kneel, and bend. All of the catering that we order, everything on the airplane, we load ourselves, so it is a physical job. And then you need grasping and feeling strength. You need to be able to open the main cabin door on an aircraft, which weighs up to 130 pounds. I mean, that seems excessive. Even when I was flying on commercial planes and had to open and close the doors, I don't think they were that heavy. And then you need to be able to lift supplies of approximately 30 pounds in weight from floor to waist level repeatedly. Working conditions. It just says normal aircraft working conditions with moderate noise level. So it's funny that they want you to be able to hear, because I'm kind of convinced being a flight attendant has made me lose a percentage of my hearing. That was the entire job post, and it's pretty standard and pretty similar to other job posts that I have seen for corporate flight attendant positions. Whether it's contract work or full-time work, they all generally say the same thing and require the same thing. There goes that damn lawnmower again. I am sorry, but as the job description said, to be a flight attendant, you have to be able to go with the flow. So here we are. I hope you found this information beneficial. If you do have any questions, thoughts, comments, or concerns, definitely post those down below. I am happy to answer any questions that you have. I don't want the section of the video where I said don't be that person, don't be the I know you said and but person, to make you think that I don't want to answer any question. If you feel like they're silly or maybe they have been asked before, that's not the case. Definitely reach out to me. YouTube is generally the best place for me to see your comments and respond back to your comments in a timely manner. So thank you very much for watching. Good luck to all of you future flight attendants out there. I will talk to you next Sunday when I upload my flight attendant vlogs. Stay safe, and again, thank you for watching.